Hello, Mr. Shyamalan. Huge fan here.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
You too. So, first of all, congratulations. I enjoyed watching season two and I kind of finished the first seven episodes in one sitting alone. It's really well done.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. That I was thinking about that because we spend so much time on these individual episodes. It's wild to hear when people are like, I just sat down and watched them all.
You're a master of supernatural cinema. You kind of use this platform of the supernatural to really showcase relatable stories like family tragedy in this one. So, how do you bring out this creepiness and this unsettling feeling, but at the same time balancing the family story?
For me, I think the thing that drives me to tell this stories is the thing that you're referencing. What is the journey of the family? What is the thing that you and I relate to about the story as the most important thing? And then all of the genre stuff is the ride, but to an end. It's all meant to go through this journey to get us to the end point of these characters. So they're all. I found that you didn't have to choose genre, or at least I felt that way from when I was a kid. You didn't have to choose genre or drama; that they could support each other.
One thing I noticed in seasons one and two is that we as viewers are trapped in the house just like the characters because we don't go outside. We just see it through the window of the screen. And I find that so fascinating. Was this concept central to the story and your vision all along?
It was. I think that I didn't think they took it. They thought I was serious when I said we're going to do the whole show from the house. They saw the pilot and they were like, "Wow, the pilot's great. It's all in the house, amazing." And then episode two, "Wow, it's still in the house. That's amazing." And then episode nine, "Wait a minute, we're still in the house." And then whole first season, and then when we started second season, "Wait, we're still in the house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're staying in the house the whole time." And I find that play quality about it, the theatrical quality about it, uh, that limitations make it very interesting and very scary to glimpse the outside world. And each season, the hope is to expand what we're calling the home just a little bit. So in this season, as you've seen, it expands to the attic. And so we add one more place that becomes what we call the house.
I noticed that your daughter, Ishana, directed an episode so far. She's written one, and I believe there's another one coming up as well. So, what is that one piece of advice you gave her before she started directing the series?
I don't know if it's one, more like 400,000 pieces of she's been getting it since she was born about, hey, failure's good. You need to do this. Always, everything you do is you making a choice. Every single thing. I mean, it's 24/7 at our house where, if they're watching, if I pass the den and they're watching something, like, say they're watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I'll walk by and I'll tell my daughters, you're making a choice. Just want you to know that you're making a choice. They'll grow and I'll keep walking. And they're always talking about art. We're always talking about art. And for her, I've been watching and reading and seeing all this stuff from film school and from it's from her little, and she just has a sense of it's different than mine. It's a she's I she has a sense of place and I think production design that I don't have. She very much admires Wes Anderson, and I think her interests are more there. This kind of slightly quirky, off-centered way of seeing the world, more so than mine goes this way.
And lastly, as a fan of the supernatural genre, one thing I always ask filmmakers is what is the secret or the key ingredient to making a good supernatural thriller?
Gosh, I don't know if there's one key, but if the movement of the characters is compelling, then you care about them. Whether when they hear that creak in the house when there's supposed to be no one home, that's scary regardless. But if you care for the characters deeply and their journey, that there's an emotion that ties to the fear. I have found that fear opens us up to be more willing to deal with emotional subjects. So once you're already like that, I can talk about love and loss and all of these things that maybe you were shut off to before you felt this kind of scare.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for the chat. It's a pleasure talking to you today, and I hope to see more. Your 60 episode plan, I hope we get to see the end of it.
All right, thank you so much. It was a pleasure
Thank
talking to you.
you too. Bye bye.